interesting, but it's hopefully going to be valuable to them. They haven't been slowed down. 7th Element didn't camp over on the bridge. That actually allowed Inko in earlier. We didn't quite catch that one, but they did get across on that bridge. Alien will have seen that happen, but didn't interact with it whatsoever. But now Inko have managed to move to that northwestern side, and they might give a little bit more trouble to 7th Element. Sorry, to Intense Game.
Intense Game. Down to 3. Inko with 4. Oh, that's a nice door pop right there. Spots both enemies. Trying to set a trap from... Oh, Squash needs to watch out. The other player just pushes right out and gets the knock. His team was not covering that door side, and he will go down. Trades back and forth here. The two Brazilian brethren just really duking it out here. Intense Game still with 3. Great knock from the nade. Adrian on to Becker. And I feel like Inko, yeah, just down to Nenebeche.
I said Inko might give trouble to Intense Game, but it's the other way around. I guess Hill towards the compound starts off a little bit riskily. Nade in through the window. Dokuma just calmly stays by the windowsill, sees it go straight on past, and a lot of damage pouring back over towards Nasa. But Frozen has already fallen for next Ruya, which leaves the heat off the top of this mountain. A really solid position, especially if there's not that much threat from the northeast. But here comes next Ruya, right onto Nongshim. Red Force, who have tried to send back over towards the mountain, and it's going to go the way of Nongshim. They managed to keep all 4 of their players alive. Only Wings getting knocked. They're into the hunting tower there, the watchtower, and they will be able to go for this res as well.
This spot may not look like much, but it is a great spot when there's so much chaos going on. They are already up to 6 elimination points.
5. Freak on the bridge still, though, as Morph careen their way through. He's going to give that info over. There's a player up on high. That's immediately going to be handled. Morph take a risk taking that high ground angle, but with their backs to the blue, needing to find an opening, it was going to be hard every single time. Ralph down, though. Lord with a sliver of HP. Luckily, Coops has the off angle here. Rocky goes very, very low, and Freak from the bridge is still in action. They haven't managed to get across, and that's going to secure Ralph for the time being.
In the interview, we saw they really have a good understanding of how to defend compounds, having the perfect split. Well, it's not just compounds here. This is wide open terrain, and they led Morph right into the perfect trap. So many angles immediately, firing from all sides onto Morph. Morph didn't stand a chance there.
They didn't have an opening. In the meantime, Hale and FaZe are going head-to-head. 2 players from Hale and only 1 player still up. Sorry, 2 players from FaZe are up and active. Mormon potentially going to get rezzed here, but in go Hale. They get the 1 flush. Mela steps out for a 1-2 punch with the DBS to close down the fight.
Yeah, just rushing. Age. I really disagree with that split that they were holding. They had a player here at this compound, and it's open. And even if this circle shifts away from Hot 10, that compound that's having a huge fight right now would be dead center. So 6 to 8, a huge opportunity missed in my opinion. But let's see what 7th Element here can do. They've crashed in. They lost a player on rotation. They're down to 3. You do Alliance here also with 3. Whoever wins this compound, it's going to be a huge position for them further into the late game.
Are there going to be any third parties here as well? Because you've got a lot of teams out to that western side who are going to be looking over. That ridge line that is on the left-hand side of your screen right now is giving them so much cover, so much maneuverability. It's really, really important for them to be using that to their advantage. And they will be. A lot of damage getting thrown in just from the utility. 7th Element not going super aggressive here, but they've lost one of their players. GokuBot is down and flushed. T24 OP maybe looking to heal. And the Molotovs to slow things down. Olio trying to crawl back, but it won't happen.
Yeah, Divine, only room for 1 team here.
Intense Game have found 8 eliminations, by the way. Ooh, okay. Straight through the window. Going for a little bit of a duck shoot there for 7th Element. Takes down one of the players from Udo Alliance. Conclude this scrap that they've been so patiently waiting for, and slowly tagging away with the shotguns there. Will finally close out and get Udo Alliance swept off the map. But they're going to have to leave this position now. Looks like Sunan might want to put a nade on through. 5 eliminations, 6th place guaranteed for 7th Element. Over into the vehicle, the nade from Sunan doesn't quite find too much. What's going on in the picture-in-picture, though? It looks like IG are making that push, trying to get on through, and looking to run past Nongshim Red Force as well on the southwestern side. It's going either way, though. Both teams are looking to take casualties. I think NHP might just be able to sit back and relax here.
Oh, before the blue zone starts closing once again. Yeah, Sunan in a very tricky position. I don't know if the windows have line of sight there. 7th Element forced to crawl in. Does get some nice shots onto NHP. NHP need to be careful here. He does get taken down. 7th Element right next to STE. Alian, can he spot it out?
He for sure knows there's a player there. He saw that nade go over his head and will be checking these bushes, or certainly should be. Might spot an ankle there, should spot the projectile, immediately stands up. This should be Sunan down. No, hang on a minute.
No!
It didn't go his way, but Sunan has been eliminated in the meantime from across the way, and now it's over towards NHP. 5 eliminations on the cards. It looks like Nongshim Red Force cowering back behind that wall. Might be able to get a res or two off, but IG not so lucky now. 2 teams remain, and NHP have it right on their doorstep. A really solid start to today. They haven't pushed out to deal with Nongshim Red Force just yet, and it has allowed one of their players to get back up, but that's swiftly dealt with. Koi now trying to push on through, spots the player around the edge. Can this DPS make something happen here? There is an off angle though, and it will be dealt with. They fall. Nongshim Red Force finds second, but NHP rise to the top.
What a rotation out of NHP.